Hello and welcome to the Module 3 of our Digital Marketing Bootcamp. This is actually the 10-day challenge prior to the main training and mentorship itself. I want to welcome you especially to this particular module. By now, you already know your why you are getting started on this digital journey, and you are beginning to think like an entrepreneur based on what we have covered in the modules 1 and 2. So now it is time to talk about where the money is. Where is the money in the digital space? Where should you be focusing on if you want to make loads of money on the online space? See, the truth is, a lot of people learn digital skills, alright, but they never really position themselves to actually find where the demand is. All right, and that's why we're going to be talking about this, and I'm going to be helping you identify the opportunities in the digital space. So we're going to be spotting those high demand services and the niches where you can make a whole lot of money on the digital space. All right, if you are able to spot these profitable opportunities, you can actually hit the ground running. Alright? Immediately after this bootcamp, there is no stopping you, and that is for sure. Alright, so where is the digital service economy? Now you will agree with me that the digital space is booming, right? Because where businesses, everywhere there's businesses, they all need online visibility. Alright? They need online visibility. They need marketing. They need automation. Alright? From web design to SEO to social media marketing to copywriting, these are the services that businesses are looking for today, whether they are online or offline. Are you getting it now? So you have to be able to tailor your digital skills such that they can actually offer value to solve real problem. You remember value offer, right? Yeah, like we talked about in module 1. So your skills have to be able to be solving problems, real problems that are actually urgent. Alright, so when you match your skills with the right markets, then you are likely to make a whole lot of money and get ahead in the digital space. Alright, so match your skills to the problems people will likely pay for, and you would be better off. Okay, so what makes a digital opportunity valuable? So the first thing there is high demand. What are people looking for? Now I've mentioned some skills. Businesses, they need websites. Alright, so web design is a key skill in this digital marketing space. Those websites need to be optimized. They need to be enabled. They need to be turbocharged to rank on search engines, whether Google, Yahoo, Bing, and the rest of them. Alright? They also need social media marketing, because social media is like the biggest market in the world now. Almost everyone is on social media. Facebook, Instagram, alright, LinkedIn, TikTok. They are there. Okay, so these are high demand skills that you should be looking out for. These are where the money is hiding. So high demand. And then secondly, urgency. Urgency. So you need to look out for those skills and those niches that are urgent. Businesses cannot delay in solving this problem. For example, a business who in today's digital age, every business needs to be online. At least they need a website or a web page. So that's an urgent skill that you need to learn. It's urgent. Alright? Businesses need to market, they need to promote their business online. So any business that has zero online presence and is not promoting online, then that's a big problem. And it's an urgent problem that needs to be solved. Then thirdly, willingness to pay. You have to look at that. The clients that you are serving must be willing to pay you. They must be capable of paying you. Not only do they need the solution that you're offering, but they should also have the capability to pay. Alright? And then the skill should be something that is repeatedly in need. For example, I talked about SEO. Alright? Search engine optimization. Alright? This is something that is constantly in repeat need. Those websites have to constantly be ranking for them to stay relevant. Social media marketing, those skills, whether organic ads, whether paid ads, right, is something that has to be ongoing. So it's not just something you do once and that's it. So it's something that is repeated. If you build a website, those websites need to be maintained, they need to be updated, they need to be what's it called now, backed up. All right, those are needs that are repeated, not just a one-time need. So you have to look at the area of repetition. All right, and then low competition or strong positioning. You have to look at how can you stand out in this niche, in this space. How will you be able to stand out? What's the level of competition like? All right, so if the competition is low, it is easier for you to stand out, to make your mark, all right, especially as a beginner. But then, even if it's a saturated market, in today's internet world, I don't think there is anything like a saturated market. Even in a so-called saturated market, you can find your unique selling proposition. You can find those things that are unique to you that you can bring into the marketplace and distinguish yourself, differentiate yourself. So you cannot have a saturated market because there are no two people like you in this world. There's no other person that can bring value and offer value and bring their service to the marketplace the way you can do. Alright, so find uniqueness in your personality. Find uniqueness in your voice, in your smile. Find uniqueness in the personal touch that you bring to your own service. If you can find that and bring your A game onto it, and there is no such thing as a saturated market for you. Okay, all right, so let's look at the hot niches and those services you should be focusing on in 2025. I've already mentioned web design or redesign. Okay, for those businesses who don't have websites, you can help them design a website. For those who already have website, you can help them do a website audit. Look at the things that are broken, that are not really working well in the website. You can help them redesign the website. All right, so they need better, faster website. The website is not loading fast, you can make it load fast. The website is not mobile responsive, you can make it mobile responsive. All right, so these are hot niches right now. And then another thing is local SEO, that's search engine optimization, especially for small and local businesses. Alright, so a business in a particular area needs to be seen, to be heard, and to be known within that locality. So you can do search engine optimization. Alright, local SEO is a very, very hot niche right now. It's especially for local businesses like those in construction, alright, those in food business, restaurant business, alright, those in education business. So these are businesses that can thrive within a particular local space. So SEO, local SEO is going to really do very, very well in these areas. Next is social media marketing and ads. All right, I've already mentioned that Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, these are hot niches. Almost everyone is on these platforms. The clients you're looking for are on this platform, so those are hot niches to go into. Then sales funnel creation. All right, it's one thing to set up ads, but it's another thing to be able to bring in the leads generated from those ads to turn them into paying customers. So that's where you have sales funnel creation. How do you create sales funnel? Right, this is also very key. Then content marketing. How do you create content? Video content, graphic content, audio content, all right, written content. These are very, very important when it comes to online marketing. So content marketing is a very, very hot niche you want to look into. Then email marketing, writing email, follow-up email, newsletters. All right. So that's also another hot niche you might want to look into. Very, very important. Okay. So how do you choose your niche? First and foremost, ask yourself, who do I want to serve? All right. Who do you want to serve? The item you are selling, the product you are selling, or the service you are selling, who is it for? That's rule number one in marketing. What are you selling? And who are you selling to? So you must have someone you're focusing on. Your messaging, your story, everything should be geared or should be targeted towards a particular person or a particular group of persons. All right, so who do you want to serve? You want to serve contractors? You want to serve business coaches? You want to serve restaurants? You want to serve schools? Do you want to serve fashion designers? Who do you want to serve? So that's the first question you ask yourself before you choose your niche. Then what problems do they have? So when you have identified the persons you want to serve, you now ask yourself, what are their pain points? All right. What problems are they struggling with? What pains, what solutions are they looking for? And is it something that you can solve online? The problem they have, is it something you can solve online? Can you provide a solution for it online? All right. So that's the question they ask. The next is, what solutions are in high demand? What solution can you offer these people that are in high demand? Now you know that they have this problem. So among the problems they have, which ones are really very, very serious and are in high demand? And then the next question to ask yourself is, how can I stand out in the marketplace? You don't want to be a Me Too web designer, or a Me Too social media manager, or a Me Too social media marketer, or a Me Too content creator or content marketer. All right, or copywriter. You want to be able to stand out in the marketplace. So how can you position yourself as a specialist rather than just a generalist? All right. So these are very, very important questions to ask before you choose your niche. All right. So very quickly, how can you be able to research why you're trying to choose your niche? All right. So search Facebook groups. You can go to social media platforms like Facebook, LinkedIn, even job boards. All right. And then look at what people are saying. Look at the conversations in all those communities. You go to Facebook groups, go to LinkedIn groups, you know, where some of these people are, the people you want to serve. Find where they are online and go into some of these groups. Join some of these groups. Listen to the conversation. You can even join the conversation. What are their problems? What are the requests? All right, in those groups, what are they talking about? What are their concerns? All right. So you can also check freelancing platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, all right, and even some other gig platforms. So people who have problems, business owners, different people who are looking for solution, they actually jump on some of these platforms. All right. So when you look at the demands that are high or that are frequent or repetitive in these platforms, that should tell you the area you should be focusing on. Okay, so you can just go ahead and ask your network, if you already have a network, what help do they need? People within your contact, what help do they need? And can you provide this help to them? Another way is to study competitors. Look at those people who are doing the thing you already want to do. What are they doing? How are they packaging their offer? How are they running their ad? How are they setting up their social media handles? All right. So these are things that can help you when researching before you choose your niche. All right. So in conclusion, the richest people in the digital marketing economy aren't doing everything. They are just doing the right thing for the right people. You have to learn this. So you cannot be a generalist in this online thing. You have to pick a particular niche, or at least two niches that you can play in. All right, test them by offering value in their marketplace. And then when you have done this, it is important that you let us know in the group chat. All right, let us know in the group chat, what niche are you considering, or what niche have you chosen? So when you do that, let us know. Okay, now the final thought, you don't have to do everything, you just have to do the right thing for the right people. All right, I believe you've learned something from this model. In the next model, we're going to be talking about building your personal brand. The personal brand is a magnetic force that brings the kind of people that you are looking for, to get them to start looking for you. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.